Yo, 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 this is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, Yardis Team Skull Grunt. And guys, in this video, we are going to discuss Tierno and Crawdaunt. This character has been in Pokemon Masters for quite some time now. I think the first appearance of Tierno is in the Kalos villain arc, like last year? Was it last year? It's been a while. But it's only now that he is gonna be available to scout. And this is a Spotlight Scout. And the last Spotlight Scout we had, I forgot, was it Ryuki or was it Lenora or was it, yeah, either of the two. So Spotlight Scouts have not, we now have a record of not being extremely crazy, especially when compared with Poke Fairs, when compared with Master Fairs, even when compared to seasonal / variety scouts. Spotlight Scouts have just been okay. There are a couple of good ones, but nothing that crazy. Although the recent Spotlight Scouts that we've had in the past have had some nice, good upgrades, and Guzma is coming, with a power boost or a power up this coming 25th, and he is gonna be way better than what he was originally. But now we see Tierno and Crawdaunt as a new Spotlight Scout. Will he be a good Spotlight Scout? Or, Spotlight Scouts are gonna be permanent whenever their banner ends. Their debut banner ends, they're gonna appear forever, mostly in the next several Spotlight Scouts, Poke Fair Scouts, Master Fairs, or anything like that. So eventually you'll be able to get a copy of Tierno and Crawdaunt. You can get a copy as early as now, once he releases, by using 7,500 paid gems in order to scout for their, there is a paid route which guarantees you at least one copy and enough 5-star power-ups. And you can immediately 6-star EX him as soon as you have 50 champion spirits and give that to him, but that requires paid gems. Or you can go the non-paid route, which as usual spend or requires 36,600 non-paid gems. If you are completely shafted all the way through, you can use 36,600, which I do not exactly advise. Again, Spotlight Scouts are going to be permanent eventually, and it's either you go for the paid route or not at all. Unless Tierno is your favorite character, then definitely go Scout, because as usual, favorites or faves over the meta. But in a month, in the anniversary month, with several Master Fairs running, several Master Fairs rerunning, I'd rather advise you to scout for the Master Fairs over the Poke Fairs, over the seasonals, over the special costume units, over the variety scouts, over anything else. Master Fairs come first, and these months, these anniversaries Master Fairs are actually pretty good compared to, let's say, a couple of years back when we have Anniversary Steven, who is completely overshadowed by Trainer Lodge Skyla, who is much better than Anniversary Steven in some way. So, yeah, the Master Fairs this month, quite good. So, if you don't have your Master Fairs yet, definitely scout for the Master Fairs instead. But in this video, we are going to take a look at Tierno and Crawdaunt's kit and see if he is kind of worth it. At least one copy, or maybe all his maximum copies at 3. So here we go. This is gonna be using Absol-utely's infographics again, as well as Lost Mode and the Third Awakening. So thank you for this. I have not found the time to make my own infographics this month, so apologies for that. So this sync pair comes out on March 18. That's 2 days after cosplay Irida and 4 days after cosplay Adaman. And if you're in the West, he comes out on March 17 evening or close to midnight. This is a support sync pair with an EX roll of tech. Now, as I have been saying in my last several videos, I do not recommend giving an EX roll cake to support sync pairs, especially if their EX roll is tech. You want to give support sprint, maybe support field if we have a support field. I don't think we have a support field yet, but support tech is not exactly advisable because support sync pairs not exactly known for their nuke. Except for some certain exceptions, like for example, we have whatchamacallit, we have Iono, but Iono is support strike. And then there's also Champion Blue is a support strike as well, but they have multipliers with their sync move. So those are okay with support tech, but for sync pairs like this with no multipliers, support, keep them as a support, not exactly worth the tech roll cake. If you want to give the tech, maybe give it to Cosplay Irida, which I have discussed in my last video. You can check that out. Link will be in the description. So this is a support sync pair, a dark type sync pair, and his stats at level 150 are close to 700 HP, especially if you 6-star EX him, definitely 700 plus. Attack low, special attack low, defense and special defense pretty okay if you 6-star EX that. 300 something defense and special defense, that's pretty good. Speed stat, average. And for his passive skills, you got hit HP recovery 9 whenever you attack the opponent. You get to restore a little bit of HP. That is okay. And then you have team attack down immunity. That's like team headstrong. Your attack cannot be lowered for all your allies. Pretty average, I guess. And then you have vigilance. Protects you from critical hits. So the moment you see a support getting vigilance, that opens up other lucky skill options. Like you can give him healthy healing, and if you start the battle with full HP, you get to recover twice. So hit HP recovery 9 restores your HP whenever you attack the opponent, plus the regen effect of healthy healing. You can also give, like for example, a status immunity, or some other things, interference immunity. You can give head start, you can get adrenaline 1, you can get something else for lucky skill for supports like this. So vigilance opens up a lot of room. And then for the moves themselves, you have Night Slash, low damage, critical hits land more easily, 2 move gauge attack. You have X defense all to raise everyone's defenses +2. Use this twice, defense +4. You have Leer, so lower the opponent's defenses instead. And then you have All Right, which you can use once to raise everyone's attack stat +4 and raise everyone's critical hit rate +2. So it also gives you a gradual healing effect, which I have discussed earlier. Give gradual healing, give healthy healing. No need, because All Right gives you a regen effect. So you might want to give some other lucky skill instead, because he can give himself regen already from this one. So, nice sync pair. You can raise everyone's defenses +4. You can raise everyone's attack +4. And you can raise everyone's critical hit rate +2. So, if you want to max out everyone's attack stat, get an All Right MP refresh, which we're going to discuss in a little bit. And if you want to max out everyone's defenses, get an MP refresh for X defense all. And you have an sync pair, a support sync pair that can max out everyone's offenses, physical, max out everyone's crit, and max out everyone's physical defense stat. But what about special defense? Well, over here in his sync grid, he has trainer move, or rather, All Right, group moral support 9. If you have this, whenever you use his trainer move, you get a special defense buff +1 for all your allied sync pairs. You have an NP refresh just beside it, so that if you get this, you can max out everyone's attack stat, you can max out everyone's critical hit rate, you can give everyone special defense +2, or if you have more MP refreshes, you can get more special defense buffs, I guess. And then you have Team Trage 2 over here, so that you have a 30% chance of restoring everyone's HP if you get hit by the opponent's attack. X special X defense all MP refresh 2 is in the other side. This is, I think, for me, one of the best grid setups for him. You have synchro healing over here so that when you use your sync move, every time you get to recover 20% HP for all your allied sync pairs. And then there is attack trap for Night Slash over here, which you can trap the opponent. But for me, I think this, I would go for this setup instead. So Team Triage Tank 2 over here, you have Leer, move gauge refresh 9. I can probably get Natural Remedy over here. I have 3 energy left though. So there's Safety Tether to give you an enduring effect if you want this. There is something that can lower the opponent's speed stat over here. There's something here that can lower the damage you receive from the opponent. But overall, I'd get synchro healing. Important, I think, in my opinion, for support sync pairs. Team Triage Tank 2 never hurts to get that. And that is my grid setup for him. Probably another setup we can go for if we want to forego synchro healing is something like this. Or probably not. Probably something like this. That requires 2 additional energy. I said remove synchro healing. There you go. I still have 8 energy over here. But yeah, something like that, guys. Again, you can expand energy right now by giving a couple of co-op sync orbs. Pretty expensive to expand the energy requirement, energy limit for your sync pairs. But for this particular sync pair, there's nothing crazy about this one. I think I'll stick to Group Moral Support 9 or probably something like this. This is basically the base kit I will give him. Synchro Healing, Tierno move MP Refresh, Team Triage Tank 2, and I can replace the others. Something like this. So probably we can go for this one. Sync move, power up plus 25, and then go for a safety tether rather than Leer move gauge refresh 9. And that's it. Very limited options for this sync pair. And this sync pair is quite, should I say, boring. There's nothing crazy about him. He can just recover. Every single time you attack the opponent, he can recover his own HP. This is not Team Fist Bump 9. I would love Team Fist Bump 9 instead. Every time you attack the opponent, everyone in your team recovers HP. No, it's only him himself that recovers HP. And if I'm not mistaken, that hit HP recovery 9 is similar to Sycamore. Sycamore, like, let me just check. Sycamore, Holiday Sycamore, was it? Holiday Sycamore with skills. Hit HP recovery 9. Yep, exactly the same. So, this sync pair, what I can say, well, he's not going to be crazy impressive. I'm not sure if we have good dark type supports in the game. In fact, let's check right now. Filter by dark type support. Support. Apply. And let's remove this. We have, we have Obstagoon, which I think this is a better, defense buffer, attack buffer. We have a Master Fair, though. We have Champion Callum. Champion Callum, not exactly known to be a defender. I think Champion Callum can just raise everyone's offenses. Raises everyone's offenses. Yes, something like this. Not exactly a known defender. And we have Fall Caitlyn, who can raise everyone's defense and special defense, but cannot raise critical hit rate. We have Sawyer, limited Pokefair unit, 4 stars, but not a 6-star EX. So, I guess, Tierno, being a support sync pair, dark type support sync pair, that can raise crit, that can raise defense, that can raise a little bit of special defense, is okay in some way. But compared to the other supports that we have, excluding dark types, he's just average at best. And might be better for you to just completely skip the sync pair. in their debut banner and just, wish for the best in whatever banner he comes out next, or rather, whenever his banner ends. That's April 3rd, his banner will go away. And whatever banner that comes out next, you have a chance of getting Tierno and Crawdaunt. So, that's my take on him. But if he's your favorite character, again, you can scout anytime for Tierno and Crawdaunt. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you're gonna scout for this sync pair in their debut banner or not. Again, the good sides. Good sides. Not exactly a lot of good sides for this sync pair, unfortunately. Just can recover HP, can max out everyone's attack stat and critical hit rate with an MP refresh, and can max out everyone's defenses with an MP refresh. Otherwise, recover HP, lower opponents' defenses. And that's it. Pretty ordinary sync pair. And that is our take for Tierno and Crawdaunt. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. And let me know again your thoughts in the comment section. And with that, I would like to thank all the supporters of my channel, especially my members, for supporting me despite my irregular upload schedule for this month. And if you want to help me out as well, you can go ahead, click on the join button, or go to my coffee.com/splgum page and support me in my Animal Flow mentorship coming this October. But with that out of the way, I'll see you in my scouts tomorrow for Cosplay Adamant. Good luck if you're scouting, and I will see you in the next video. Rawr.